Welcome back, guys. My name is Mayan Gordon. I am here to help you expand your reality and venture bravely into the unknown. So let's love, create, and connect. Because that's what life is really all about, you guys, right? It's about creating, it's about our emotions. Our emotions make up the quality of our life. If we have low quality emotions, we're probably gonna have a low quality experience of life. If we have high quality emotions, we are going to love and enjoy the life that we are living. Now, I am absolutely thrilled with the life that I'm living right now because I'm about to start on this epic adventure. And in reality, I've been on an adventure for probably the past 10 years, right? It's been a crazy ride from gas explosion to homelessness, almost getting felony arrested down in Los Angeles or in Las Vegas or close to Las Vegas, Nevada area. So many wild rides in between, right? Selling my RV, being homeless again because this trade show we didn't work out, all the way to this portion of my life where I found a lot of success, really figured out and dialed in a ton of my personal habits, which have translated to tons of business success and really just life success, right? If I had to pick one thing to boil it down to, what is the one thing that is going to make you successful in life? I would say good habits, even more than a good attitude, even though that one to me is really close up there. Having good habits is, I think, the key to having a great life. How's it going, Jean? Jean is my friend from the Wealth and Impact Bootcamp. Great to see ya. If you're watching right now, go ahead, drop a comment. Let me know that you're watching and where are you watching from. I'm coming to you live from Seattle, Washington, which is where we're staying for the next couple months until this trip really gets going. We're working on sponsorships. We're working on getting other businesses involved. And this trip, this adventure that I'm going on is a 22 plus month, let's just call it a 2-year road trip where we're going to be visiting 100 plus cities all across the United States and creating content for those cities, for those businesses, also for the cities. We're trying to get some city officials involved, get the city tourism boards involved. Every city typically has a tourism committee or a tourism board. They typically have a budget for being able to promote and bring people into that city. So this project is so cool because there's so many layers and levels of value that we're creating for different people. So I'm going to just talk really briefly about what is the value we're creating specifically for small businesses. So we're going to select, 100 businesses that we're going to feature, one business in every city. And we've come up with the criteria. So this business has to be a brick and mortar business. It has to be 5 years or younger. And it has to have less than 50 people to kind of qualify in the small business. So if you own a business like that, if you own a business that's a brick and mortar, has less than 50 employees, and is under 5 years old, please reach out to me because we would love to feature you. Now, what does that mean, featured? That means we're going to go over to this business. We're going to do a bunch of interviews, create a bunch of content, a bunch of pictures, and we're going to generate a media kit that has, I haven't figured out the entire details of the media kit. That's like what I'm working on today. But it's going to have anywhere from, I'd say at the low end, 10 to the upper end, 50 pieces of custom created content for that business, for them to post on their social media accounts, for them to use on their website, whatever way that they want to use that content. And we'll be helping them to figure out how they can best use that content and implement it as well. But we're going to do all of the content creation for them, give them the content. In addition to that, we've got our own network. So I've got my platforms, which have, 2.4 million followers across them. And then we also have a group of other influencers that I'm starting to corral. I've started a Facebook group for them. So if you're an influencer and you want to get involved, please send me a message as well. But right now we've got a reach of more than 8.5 million followers for all of the influencers who have said, yes, I want to support this project. I want to support this movement. And of course, not all of them are going to post every single piece of content, right? We're going to help align pieces of content to match influencers' content that they already post about and the things that they're aligned around. But there's already, before this trip has even started, a massive amount of support and momentum going for it. So if you want to get involved with it, this is only going to continue to snowball, continue gaining more momentum. And again, we're going to be on the road for 2 years. So think about how much momentum we're going to build up with every city that we visit. And we're creating tons. This is where I'm so thankful for my business partner, Jesse, our team at Champion Empire, because this is only possible through systems and processes. So we're creating tons of systems and processes to make everything run really smoothly. Make sure that it can run no matter what's happening, right? Like, let's say I have to go give a speech at a conference. Like, I got to go fly somewhere in the middle of this trip and go give a speech somewhere. I have Ben being able to take over from me on the filming, right? Because I've got everything written down. I've got a process. I've got a system. He'll know exactly what to do, where to put the footage. I've got other team members who are editing the footage, who are helping me with everything involved. So it's really not about me. This is about all of us together, because the whole theme, the whole message of this trip is small business, big impact. Small businesses are the lifeblood of our communities, period. And so my friend Stephen Clark has come up with kind of a great way to express this, which is bringing back Main Street. That is really what this project is about bringing back all of the small businesses, supporting all of the small businesses in America and globally, not just America. We're traveling in America, but this is really something we want to turn into a global movement where people understand how much value they are creating for themselves and for others when they support small businesses in their communities. And I'll just leave you guys with this. For me, outside of the things I'm buying from a small business brings me value by the way it makes me feel. When I walk into a local business and the decor and the person working at the counter smiles at me and say, "Hey, how's it going?" That right there, that experience can make my entire day. And I'm sure most of you can relate to that. Think back into your memories, dive back deep in there and think, what is a time that you went into a business and it changed your day? Maybe before you entered the business, you were feeling really grouchy, you were frustrated, you were having a hard time. You went into a business and you came out excited, hopeful, grateful, right? That's what small businesses can do in just one of the areas in which they have massive, massive impact, let alone all of the products and services they provide and all of the families and people they support through employment. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back with another Live in 5 very shortly. And in the meantime, I would love for you to reach out if you have any type of heartstring that tugs around small businesses.